For any organization today, technology is a real double-edged sword. On one hand, it's this incredibly powerful asset, but on the other, it can be a dangerous liability. Today, we're going to dig into how to walk that fine line, especially with AI changing the game so fast.
So what does that actually mean for you and me, day to day? Is all this new tech we're adopting really a revolutionary tool? Or is it kind of like a hidden trap just waiting to spring on us? That's really the core question we've got to answer.
Well, the answer isn't always obvious, right? It's kind of hiding beneath the surface. To really get a handle on the risk, you have to look past all the shiny promises of new tech and start uncovering the hidden costs of innovation. All the dangers that you just don't see at first glance.
Okay, first up, let's talk about something we can all feel: unforeseen IT costs. It's a bit like buying a fancy new car but forgetting to check the insurance rates. All of a sudden, bam, you're getting hit with these massive, unplanned bills, all because a proper risk assessment wasn't done from the get-go.
And this next one, wow, this gets to the very skeleton of our systems: critical engineering vulnerabilities. Look, think of it this way. This isn't just about a leaky faucet. This is a crack in the building's foundation. We're talking about deep flaws in the design that bad actors can exploit, making the whole structure, well, pretty unstable.
And you know what happens when those foundational cracks finally give way? You get this: system interruptions. We've all had that moment of frustration when an app freezes. Okay, now imagine that, but magnified across an entire organization. We're talking about a complete operational standstill where productivity just grinds to a halt.
So what's really causing these shutdowns? Well, it usually boils down to three things. First, you've got the constant, never-ending barrage of cyber threats. Then there are simple software failures, because sometimes tech just breaks. But you know what's maybe the biggest culprit? Trying to run these powerful modern tools on outdated infrastructure that just wasn't built for it. It's a total recipe for disaster.
All right, so we've laid out the threats. And yeah, it sounds like a lot, but here's the good news. It's not an unsolvable problem. The real key here is to shift from being reactive to being proactive. So let's look at how you can actually build that kind of resilience.
And this is basically your playbook. It's not a one-and-done thing, it's a cycle. First, you have to assess your vulnerabilities. You got to find those weak spots. Then, you strengthen your defenses with better risk management. And this last one is absolutely crucial. You have to avoid complacency. You've got to constantly reevaluate, because the threats out there, they're always evolving. This job is never truly done.
So you might be thinking, okay, why go through all this trouble? All this assessing and strengthening and staying vigilant? What's the end game here? What's the ultimate goal?
This right here is the payoff. The whole point isn't to hit the brakes on innovation. It's actually the complete opposite. It's about building processes that are so tough, so resilient, that you can innovate fearlessly. You can push forward knowing that your operations will keep running smoothly no matter what gets thrown your way.
Which brings us, really, to the heart of the whole thing, this fundamental balancing act that every single organization is facing today. It's a constant push and pull between two incredibly important forces.
Yeah, this slide just lays it all out, doesn't it? On one side, you've got that relentless drive for innovation. We're talking rapid change, AI adoption, using tech as an enabler. But on the other side, you have the absolute non-negotiable need for security, for stability, for risk management, for protection. Real, sustainable progress only happens when you find that perfect balance between the two.
And look, if you take one thing away from all this, it should be this quote from our source material. The entire mission is ensuring technology remains an enabler rather than a liability in the workplace. That's it. That is the whole game.
So, I'll leave you with this final thought. We're getting better, sure, at managing the risks we face today. But as AI gets exponentially smarter, as it weaves itself deeper and deeper into everything we do, how will your risks evolve? What new liabilities are just waiting for you right over the horizon? Something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.